Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Age of Mythology Replay. Spawn bottom right side is the blue Odin, we got Dagon. Spawn top left side is the red Ra, we got santos, reyes. Something I always occasionally need to mention, because a lot of people wonder why I fast forward the initial parts of the game. It's because, to be honest, there's not much to talk about in the initial economic game. I did cover what relics on the map, but ultimately that's pretty much it. The map's pretty wide open most of these games. Those are cheaper 50%, that's quite nice. Nice, but nothing too significant, honestly. It just helps reduce the upkeep required. And additional farming upgrades, that can be quite nice there. 5% per upgrade, effectively up to plus 15%. Dwarven calibers, siege weapons are cheaper, that's always quite nice. And it says favorite cost as well, it's just maybe siege myth units as well? Possibly, that could be quite interesting. And Harmonized Network makes your village got gold 10% faster. Very nice. And I actually right-clicked on it. Of course, Ra's god power is rain, which is not necessarily something you want to pull out immediately. Or it's whenever you need to get a lot of food quickly from your farms. And generally, there's actually a couple god power upgrades, not god upgrades, power. Couple upgrades from gods that could be very useful. That there is, I think it was some bass that gives you cheaper food collection. In fact, or cheaper farms. We could probably take a look at it. Let's see here. This is the one I was thinking at. Nope. Here, no, it was this one here. Sadaf makes your farms cost 50% less, which can combo quite nicely with Ra's Rain. Additionally, the other one was for faster collection, but still. Fast forward a little bit there. Temple now being built. You can always go for Heimdall or Freya to get access to, let's see, increased Sentry Tower hit points and training and research times. One reason why I don't really see Heimdall too often. These got mythological upgrades are pretty weak in my opinion. While the Undermine ability is actually very good, as opposed to hero hit points as early abilities, which can be quite nice, and some cavalry stuff. So overall, that's why you see Freya more often than Heimdall. Though the Hari are a pretty nice unit, giving a force multiplier effect is actually quite good for larger armies. You have Fa being research, give access to Wajjup, and the Sadaf, that was the one. No, I forget which one was what I was talking about for the cheaper farms. I think this is the minor god for that. It was called... yes, it was that side. I remember the Electrum Bullets being the same for, section as well. My apologies. My mind is not great. I'm too used to Gold Edition, and honestly, when I was playing Gold Edition when I was growing up, shifting sands to this town center... usually I see shifting sands pretty good for military forces, but I have seen occasionally players go for faster town center, and the Raven does get shot down. Poor birdie. Wonder how crows taste, or ravens. Is it crows or ravens for Odin? I always forget. Raven. We do now have, of course, a watchtower upgrade for Red. Since he's immediately queued up for housing going around these watchtowers, it suggests to me he's going to be a bit more defensive. After all, he went for another town center. Blue, I'm not sure just yet. I don't see any military units on production queue, so I'm just going to fast forward. Looks like it's going to be just a bit of economic phase. And yep, we do have another town center for Blue as well as a longhouse. Oh, Great Hunt has been summoned. Oh, thank you for the YouTube subscription. Welcome to the channel. And was Great Hunt summoned over here? I was not paying close enough attention where it got deployed. It had been right there because nothing else is hunting at the moment. So he did it for an extra elephant. Elephants do have 900 delicious food. Also did apply to a caribou or elk. Wait, there's elk on this map? Is this map too warm for elk? Did it summon elk for the Great Hunt? Elephants here. Wait. Did the Great Hunt summon 2 elk instead of 2 elephants as a balanced choice? Am I crazy? Is Great Hunt selectively nerfed for some animals like elephants? I have no idea, because I don't think this map supports elk. Am I crazy? Let's see, what does it read? What does it say? It just says multiply. It gets more powerful per age. Wait, it gets more power per age? I thought it just simply doubles all the hunts that are in that area. It must have summoned elk. Those elk have 200 food. Because it's the same as gazelles. Yeah, there's no elk on this field. So apparently if you use Great Hunt on elephants, it summons elks. I never knew that. My apologies, I'm learning something new. This is a cheaper farming upgrade I mentioned. He just got complete. This is not easier for him to transition to farm, so red is going to probably dig in a little bit. We do have a round of spearman's been put on the field versus raiding cavalry. Odin, of course, aged up to Freya, not to Heimdall. Which does, of course, can get the Valkyrie speed upgrade. Looks like he does not have that research at the moment. If I were to pop that away, there it is. Of course, I can't highlight it on how the replay viewer is. And let's see, taking time to kill off the gazelles. I disagree with this. Members, well, animals do decay over time, so there's a lot of decaying food. There's a lot of decay there. I really don't like that. Spearman speed forward. The spearmen do have decent movement speed at 5. It's the same movement speed as a chariot archer if you want 2 units to complement each other. Preferably with nice words. We do now have a Despot now being researched. Get Valkyries. This is the Valkyrie, Shield Maiden Valkyrie upgrade.
Yow.
Of course, she can't heal herself, and he's taking time to kill off more of these baboons, which I do understand does give you a bit of favor generation, if I remember correctly. I'm providing plus 5 favor per minute. That's not too bad. I wonder if it's actually accurate if I highlight that. Either way, I do got a good number of spearmans here being pursued by the heresiers. Got throwing axes here as well, which is a good counter to these spearmans. Just leaving 2 spearmen there. The Valkyries are healing each other. Very nice. Or probably this lady's healing up this lady. And of course, even though they're quote-unquote mounted units, they are actually not classified as cavalry. Just Smith unit. And I just saw these raiding cavalry now engaging. Don't see any dead villagers in the corpses on the ground. Some of the villagers, of course, scattered. Quick bit of damage there. Priests can take time to heal them up. The pharaohs empowering this monument, the monument soldiers, may as well. Priests do have lesser empowerment as raw, which I think they're just half effective. Does that actually affect what's it called? Oh, yep, he is empowering one of these buildings here.
And which?
I wonder if he gets the AoE empowerment as well. Pharaoh empowerment. Okay, it's just Pharaoh instead of that. But always remember, the priests do have their less empowerment, so you can always get discount empowerment wherever you need to as raw, which is always quite nice, and I think people should use that ability more often. Berserk speed and bonus damage versus myth units. Another side has... Oh, never mind. Raw has Agion up, has gotten access to citadels, which should give him access to the scarabs. Or to a scarab. Which apparently Giant Grant Games thinks these guys are cute. Granted, that was of course the gold edition. Or that was probably extended edition. Elephant has been slain. The Valkyries nearby is easy healing for them. Looks like they're in a hold ground formation. Here, let's... can't can you see the formations?
Yow.
Let's see, that's the whole ground. That's aggressive. So they actually are on aggressive stance. But the villagers are migrating over here to eat those delicious elephants. Both sides just massing up a bit of force. We do now have medium cavalry now advancing. Has queued up Njord to give access to the mountain giant. Villagers trying to back to the town center. A little bit on the later side. Some are being trapped and picked on off, which will even out the village numbers. Colton does fall back there. And it looks like he is going for Spearman, Chariot Archer, since they all both have Moon 5. Camera Riders, we have Moon 6. Forest Fire there. But he's now going to rotate and engage other stuff. Shifting Sands teleports most of the army away. Does lose the Camel Rider and the Wadjet. Oh, that's where the Forest teleported to. I do not like the Wadjet. I hate the Wadjet. I think it's far too weak. Rain has been summoned. So this old man is snoring away. Throwing axe engaging, they'll be effective versus the Spearmen, not versus the Camel Riders, who do have bonus damage, or that's the medium rating cavalry. Camel Riders do have a little bonus damage versus ranged soldiers. And Red will have successful defense there, going for a round of Herseers. Cameras do also times 2 damage versus cavalry, so there are counter to the cavalry. Of course, doesn't have explosive the scarab. Doesn't have a proper counter to the shield maiden Valkyries. 4 of them in the field. They can fall back, hit the heal force, re-heal if they can get some distance. They start pulling back the Valkyries as soon as they can, because their healing capability will be very useful. It's a useful unit to stay alive. Does save all 4 of those Valkyries, and more medium rating cavalry summoned, as well as medium throwing axemen. Going for more medium rating cavalry, so more spearmans wouldn't be half bad, but so far it's just going for camera. This is also a good counter there. Plus, they won't get countered by the throwing axemen. Number of medium berserkers. They of course have the bonus damage versus myth units, which is not a real big concern at the moment. And we've also got priests here for counter healing as well, so both sides have adequate healing. Big line of research for blue. Red's also going for the bone bow, increasing the range of chariot archers by 2, increasing the range to a staggering 21. The mountain giant does go down. And we've got a decent amount of Valkyries on the field, 6 of them. So more priests are needed. We also got Axeman upgrade. I don't think it's a great idea. Got the trees. And looks like Odin did manage to age out. No, I wasn't paying close enough attention to that. Oh yeah, the mountain giant. Villagers trying to shank these trees, the walking woods. They're classified as myth units, not siege units, so the villagers don't do regular damage to them. Those trying to fall back there. Looks like he managed to save all 6. Nope, did lose a Valkyrie there. Had 7. Townsend takes some damage. He does lose some villagers here. Villagers, of course, have been automatically ejected. And a citadel must have been put somewhere over here. Yep, there's the citadel. I heard there's a lot of good swords from there from Commander Shepard. Could maybe add some more citadels in the future, but that is 150 favor for more of them. Villagers trying to establish another town center. Got the watchtower providing some fire support. Priests focus on some Valkyries. Priests are not exactly a hard counter to a Valkyrie. They're more close to soft counter because they have ×5 multiplier, but the base name is pretty low, though they do have good attack speed. They're more okay. They're a counter unit that is more aligned with the barracks counter schema. They are classified just as hero. While they may have a ranged attack, they're not countered by. They don't get countered by anti-range damage. Valkyries getting some good healing here, and also a handful of these priests are also getting some good healing as well done as well. do have another research here. It is the Vikings research. Medium rated cavalry gets a +1 of divine melee. So those Odin's overall going for a cavalry play. Only raiding cavalry, no jarls. Also provides a 10 gold to raiding cavalry bonus to earn reward, whatever that means. When fighting enemy units, it deals additional divine damage. So I guess whenever they kill a unit, you get 10 gold, if I'm reading that incorrectly. We've got another rain god power being deployed on the field once again, trying to get some extra food. Right now, Raw has plenty of gold and just needs more food. Maybe Iron from Age Up. Mid-gold stronghold now being deployed on the field. Number of them in their reserves. While Iron for more mid-gold stronghold units. Oh, catapults being deployed on the field. It's strange enough, I don't really see siege weapons being super common in Age of Mythology. Either way, got the heavy camel riders engaging. Number of Valkyries that are not being countered. All Sarks and Berserks back on up there. Hill Force sees some fire there. Does do a move formation, brings his trade archers in melee range. That's some sort of bad positioning there. That's another mid-gold stronghold being established there. Hill Force probably going down, but it's not looking good engagement there for Red at the moment. I think poor control there. Red is taking a lot of losses now, and just a lot of Valkyries field. Red did not deploy enough priests. Mid-gold stronghold will be destroyed for completion. Red's reinforces up push way forward. And do have portal battery rams engaging. Villagers do go in stands versus siege weapons. Raven gets shot down. Camel Riders and Spearmans push way forward. More throwing accidents being pulled in the field, being picked off by the chariot archers who are severely wounded. Does save the town center for now. Tasking a village to get it repaired on up wouldn't be a half bad idea. More raiding cavalry, more berserks being summoned. Now do have some jarls being pulled in the field. Cavalry being picked off by the camel riders, but the town center has gone down again. 82 favor, so maybe another block of woods relatively soon. And Raw has consumed his gold reserve, so unable to pull out another town center at the moment. And the lack of gold also does close the problem because of the Valkyries. Red's over getting ripped apart here. Does not look good for Red. He has no production queue though. He's out of gold. He's finally solved his current gold problem. Another gold deposit he can get over here. Right now he needs to take half these guys, make his way over there. There's not enough. There's too much saturation. And not enough build area or mining area. He has established some outside granaries and going for rain god power. That's maybe a desperate rain god power. He needs to solve up 1,000 wood. Little fort now established. Not sure what's up with the garrison order. Red's not pushing forward. Got a good number of berserks here, which he has only the chariot archers has proper counter them. They do have plus decent damage versus melee infantry, as well as offering good base damage with slow attack speed. Spearmen are not exactly adequate in this position there, but he's going for big ground chariot archers. He has enough food, a lot of food now. Just to get his gold situated. But you see the villagers migrating to that other gold deposit now. And Odin is now actually on the age up of a Balder to get access to Fire Guard. Excuse me. He also does have a bit of a core of priests now. There's just a large amount of Valkyries. You don't really see Valkyrie play like this anymore. Not really at all. You now have the bronze shields upgrade, which makes sense. There's a large number of chariot archers. Right, he's got more priests in the field. He has control of max population. Maybe save his favor for citadels. The citadel right here could be quite nice as well. You gotta get that town to rebuild. You may want to, yep, he's starting to rebuild the town now. He has enough gold. This will increase his maximum population, allowing him to field a larger army, thus making him more effective in combat. Now got a large number of Huskarls being flown in the field, counter range units.
Gary.
We do now have a hill fort being established, and all these Valkyries push forward. There's a handful of priests mixed on in. He needs to make sure to pull back to move the Valkyries if possible. It looks like they're not. The priests need to stand and fight while the chariots fall back. Valkyries do 50% less damage for the priests. It does put those priests on the other side there. We also just need more priests in general. We do not have Osiris being deployed in the field. Osiris, a son of Osiris, could be very good versus a group of Valkyries. That's 11 Valkyrie. He could probably just one-shot 5 of them at once. He does like, what, 69 damage times 5? What was his multiplier as well? It's like, I would assume times 5 as well as number of targets. And that would be divine damage. It probably will one-shot 5 of them. Get pretty close, though. And the Pharaoh needs to be ensured to be healed on up as quickly as he can get. Osiris has also been now researched. You have now the Dwarven Augurs being researched, and the sons of Sleipnir, Champion Cavalry, Champion Infantry, and Conscriptions. Oh, Osiris has been deployed out right there. He does do 54 damage, which he does scale with weapon upgrades, so that's another thing that really boosts him up. His staff is made of copper. Try making it out of iron. That's a worse conductor for electricity. I'm assuming bronze is relatively conductive for electricity. Both tin and copper are conductive for electricity, and alloys are not compounds, so should inherit the qualities of both. Iron can conduct electricity, but not as good. The best natural conductor for electricity is gold. The best natural conductor for heat is silver. Red is now established fortified towns. Do now have the shifting sands. Gets a bit of a nice flank there. The Son of Osiris is not brought in formation. He may not be able to do that. And now you have Ragnarok and Roll to give access to a big wave of those Heroes of Ragnarok, which are weaker than first series, but that still turns like 100 villagers into combat units. The Son of Osiris can be overran. This is the all-in, and thing is, well, compared to all other usual all-in strategies, it's usually very effective. And that is the end of the replay. This is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.